The Xiaomi Mi A1 is powered by a 2 GHz Cortex-A53 octa-core processor placed on top of Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 MSM8953 and paired up with 4 GB of RAM. An Adreno 506 GPU takes care of the graphical performance. The smartphone is covered under the Android One, which means it runs stock Android instead of MIUI, and upgradation to the newer versions of Android is guaranteed by Google. It ships with Android 7.1.2 Nougat operating system. The phone packs 64 GB of internal storage. Dual camera. Pure Android. Snapdragon 625. 5.5-inch Full HD display. Dual SIM, dual standby. LTE, WCDMA, GSM, Vivo LTE. Dual camera 12 megapixel plus 12 megapixel telephoto camera. 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 octa-core processor. Ultra-thin, full metal unibody. Rear fingerprint sensor. 13.9 cm 5.5 Full HD display. 3080 mAh high-capacity battery. The Xiaomi Mi A1 runs Android 7.1.2 and is powered by a 3080 mAh non-removable battery. Internal storage that can be expanded up to 128 GB via a microSD card. It measures 155.40 height by 75.80 width by 7.30 thickness and weigh about 168 grams. The Xiaomi Mi A1 is a dual SIM smartphone that accepts nano SIM. Connectivity options include Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth, infrared, USB OTG, 3G and 4G with support for band 40 used by some LTE networks in India. Sensors on the phone include compass magnetometer, proximity sensor, accelerometer, ambient light sensor and gyroscope. The package contains SIM insertion tool. The device supports hybrid dual SIM, that is 2 nano SIMs or 1 nano SIM and a microSD card. It also contains USB Type-C cable which is wrapped in plastic. And user guide and warranty information. The package also contains the power adapter, which has 5V, 2A charging capacity. USB Type-C interface is symmetrical reversible design which makes plugging and unplugging very easy without worrying about the connector orientation. The reversible design easily insert the Type-C connector into the device, which does not matter which side is up. On the bottom of the phone, we find a 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone, USB Type-C port, and a speaker. On one side of the phone, we find only the SIM slot. A hybrid SIM card slot in this device is a SIM card slot where you could put 2 of your SIM cards or a SIM card plus a microSD card at the same time. On the other side of the phone, we find volume buttons, and power button, or lock button. On the top of the phone, we find the IR blaster, that emulates an infrared remote control, and also, we find the microphone, which is used for noise cancellation. On the back of the phone, we find 12 megapixel dual camera, with True Tone LED flash, and a fingerprint sensor. Mi A1's 2.5D curved glass display is absolutely gorgeous and perfect for reading, gaming, and watching videos. The glass is incredibly durable, which has the Corning Gorilla Glass 3. With the Xiaomi Mi A1, you can be assured of getting Android updates for the next couple of years, thanks to the Android One program. Besides, the premium-looking metallic body and impressive cameras make it a great choice. The configuration is strong too, which means gaming and multitasking are going to be a pleasure on this device. Android One comes with all your favorite Google apps, so your Google Photos, Google Play Music, Google Play Assistant, and more are all ready to go right out of the box. The phone already used 9.45 gigabytes out of 58.24 gigabytes of internal storage. The Mi A1 has completely stock Android. This phone is part of Google's Android One program, hence the A1 name, where the company works with manufacturers to create phones with stock Android and speedy updates. As you can see, the phone is running with Android 7.1.1 OS. The smartphone is covered under the Android One, which means it runs stock Android instead of MIUI, and upgradation to the newer versions of Android is guaranteed by Google. It will receive 2 years of minimum OS upgrades with confirmed upgrades to Android Oreo and Android P. The phone also have Mi apps like Feedback, Mi Community, Mi Store, Remote Control and the Camera app. The A1 Snapdragon 625 chipset is very good. On Geekbench 4, the A1 scored 871 on single-core and 4,239 on multi-core. The phone received a score of 63,132 in Antutu 3D Bench, and 464 in 3D Mark Slingshot Extreme Test. Xiaomi Mi A1 has the same 12MP dual camera as seen on the Mi 5X and Mi 6. The regular wide-angle camera on the A1 has a 12MP sensor with 26mm f2.2 lens and 1.25 micropixels. The 12MP telephoto sensor specs sound familiar, 1 micropixels and 50mm f2.6 lens, close to what Apple used for the iPhone 7 Plus telephoto cam. The Mi A1 uses Xiaomi's proprietary camera app. Its interface is fairly simple and features toggles for HDR, portrait mode, and flash on the left, and 2x telephoto in the video camera on the right. There are 17 filters available with live previews. The camera also offers a number of different shooting modes: panorama, timer, audio, straighten, manual, beautify, group shot, tilt shift, and night HT, as well as the camera settings. The manual mode lets you tweak ISO, exposure time, white balance, and focus. The telephoto camera also does a great job in good light and comes in handy when you need a bit of zoom. Its quality is close to the main cameras, the images have plenty of detail and the same great processing, colors, and dynamic range. The Mi A1 uses the combination of the two cameras to shoot the trendy portrait shots. 5MP front-facing camera also does the great job for selfies. Video mode gives you a choice of 2160p at 30 fps and 1080p at 30 fps for common shooting. If you want some slow motion, you can go with a 720p at 120 frames per second. The 4K video quality is great, the resolve detail is plenty, the dynamic range is above average, the colors and contrast are very good. That will be explained in detail with another video. Here are some sample shots. The phone comes with a fingerprint scanner on the back, which sits at the top middle. You can swipe down on fingerprint scanner to get the notification panel. The fingerprint scanner works fast and responsive. The Xiaomi Mi A1 is just a very good mid-range phone, with an excellent software experience, a good camera, fantastic build quality, and a promise of quick updates.
Hi, I'm your Google Assistant. I can help you find what you need and get things done. If you need help, just ask, what can you do? So, how can I help?
The capacitive navigation buttons are good. Xiaomi has made an excellent device with Google's help, and I hope it's the first of many Android One phones from the company. Thanks for watching.